For the past 5 years, I've been trying to challenge myself to get in the lake at really low temperatures. Because when I was a kid, it was really difficult for me to get in the water, like even during the summer. So as I said, like 5 years ago, I started this challenge where I decided I would go in the lake every day for a year. I don't know, I managed to go in like for 2 months. The next year was a little bit more, and then a little bit more. And then like 2 years ago, I did like 110 days. And then I got really, really sick. Not because of the lake, but I don't think it helped. And this year I decided that trying to go in the lake every single day was a bit too much because during my past year's challenges, there were moments where I felt like I absolutely did not want to go in the lake, and I decided that this year I didn't want to force myself too much. I want to go as much as I can, but not absolutely make it every single day, because there have been times where I had to drive over an hour to get to a lake. So I won't do that this year. So as every year, I start in the summer to get as many days as possible. And in the previous years, I tended to stop around November, December. So this year, I hope I'm gonna stop around August. Oh my, what was that? 3 days of rain? And the water got really cold. When I first started this challenge, I had pretty mixed feelings about this whole thing because being in cold water was a big challenge. It was not a crazy positive feeling, even though I felt like I was winning something. But every time I got out of water, even the first time, I felt this weird tingling sensation in my whole body. It was sort of radiant cold coming from inside of me. Because the first time I went in the cold water, I thought that, I don't know, I would be like in hypothermia or something like that. And it's actually the opposite that happened. I felt super warm and really refreshed, like in a very positive way. Something I never thought would happen. And day in, day out, and a sort of addiction started to settle in. I needed to go in cold water. So every day was a challenge to get in the water, but every day I was getting this reward. So I kept on going every day, even though I didn't want to. And I think that was a good thing because I started building up a sort of resilience. And even though I didn't want to go in those places, I saw the benefits afterwards and a reward. So I kept on feeding that cycle. But you know, I did that for a few years, and now I don't see the need to build that resilience because I feel that I already have it. But still, doing this challenge the way I'm gonna do it this year is a way to keep that resilience inside of me. That's why I'm doing it. So the resilience aspect was something very important to me, but after a while, what became very important was how I felt afterwards. You know, I think that at that time I was feeling a little bit down, not the best. Clearly my life was not like perfect. And going in the lake every day, beating up that feeling I've had in my life with cold water, winning something, you know, that helped me a lot. And as I said a few days ago, every time I was getting out of the cold water, I was submerged with this radiating cold coming from inside of me. And when that happened, I was feeling super great and extremely focused in my head. Like my mind was clear focused. So that was also one of the reasons I was doing this every day. I was literally feeling better day after day doing this. So as I said, every time I was getting out of the water, I was feeling a little bit better each time. And this meant that I found motivation for other stuff I wanted to do. Like, I was also getting a little bit out of shape at that time, and I couldn't really find the motivation to go to the gym or just eat better. So going in the lake every day, having that sort of routine and something I could win at and be good at also gave me more confidence to change other aspects in my life. And that's when I started to go back to the gym and do other sport activities that I was doing before. Oh my God. Growing up, I learned something about confidence. Well, Two things actually. First, you have to acquire confidence. In some rare cases, you have it from the get-go, and that's cool, but still, you have to maintain it. Second thing I noticed is that you only need to be succeeding in one aspect of your life that you think is important to you to find that confidence. And 5 years ago, that's what I had. Going in the lake every day and winning my war. And slowly, confidence was coming. And I'd say that about a year ago, I've been having a little dip in confidence, and starting my master's degree built up that confidence. But not to the point that I wanted. And this is also why I'm starting this cold water challenge again for this upcoming winter. I am certain it'll help me in that aspect. So, you know, for the past couple of years, I've been trying to strengthen my knee by going to the gym, and I didn't feel super extra well going there by myself, you know, and so I thought I would do a first step by going to group lessons, which I did for the past year and a half, you know, build a little bit of muscle and start to know the people maybe a little bit. And that's where that confidence I was talking about comes into play. I think that now the time has come for me to go to the actual gym and start lifting weights. So that's my next step. I feel like I found a small thing to do every day, or almost, you know, that helps me build confidence and strength and resilience for all of the other aspects in my life. So, it's not winter yet, so the water isn't super cold. It's getting cold though. What I'm saying is that it's not challenging yet, but it's gonna.